McKinsey, BCG and Bain are some of the most competitive consulting firms to crack into, and some people say the chance of you getting in could be as low as 1%. Therefore, from my experiences getting an offer from BCG, I'll give you some tips on how you can increase your chances of securing that offer. So tip number 1, apply multiple times, and this is good to do for 3 reasons. Firstly, if the probability is as low as 1%, then you'll want to spread this over lots of different applications, because even if you are good enough, you might just get unlucky. Secondly, it will show them you've had a long-lasting interest to work for them. They don't want people that have just applied on a whim and thought, you know what, let's apply to McKinsey, BCG or Bain. They want people that have really thought about this decision and have wanted to work for them for a long time. Thirdly, you'll get better every time. Even if you get rejected, the next time you apply, you'll have learned from your mistakes and your chances of getting in will be a lot higher than 1%. So tip number 2, get some impressive experiences. Now, to get into these firms, you need to stick out from the crowd of everyone else wanting to get offers from MBB. And to do this, you need to be able to talk about something, put something on your CV that makes them think to themselves, you know what, if they've done that, I want them working for us. But don't just seek out impressive experiences so you can put it on your CV. They will come about by doing 2 things. Firstly, just try your absolute best at everything you do, whether that's academia, sport, an internship. Secondly, if you ever have an idea of something you want to do, whether that's starting a business, playing a new musical instrument, then do it. For example, I had an idea after an internship of how I could improve the firm's efficiency, so I went away, learned a new skill, built a product and pitched it to them afterwards. And not only was this a really fun and rewarding experience, but it was something I could also talk about in an interview. So tip number 3, don't just apply to them. Like I said earlier, you will make mistakes, so the more firms you apply to, the better you will get. And this also applies to the different things you can apply to, so don't just apply for the full-time roles at the end. Apply for summer internships, spring weeks, insight days, whatever there is, apply to it. So tip number 4, create a relationship with your interviewer. Now, MBB get paid a lot of money by clients, so they need to be able to trust that you'd be able to meet a new client and create a good relationship with them. So to show them you'd be able to do this, you need to create a good relationship with your interviewer. And I think there are 3 things you need to do. Firstly, be fun and enthusiastic. You won't create that connection if you're boring, but you've obviously got to keep a balance of still being professional. Secondly, find a connection you have with them. So for example, if they mention they like a certain sport and you do too, then talk to them about it. And thirdly, in the Q&A at the end of your interview, ask professional questions about them, not just the company and consulting. So tip number 5, start early. You should be applying to those summer internships, those insight events, before you even get to those full-time applications. But also for case interviews, I prepared for at least 6 months before I had a single interview. And this meant I could do preparation little and often. Therefore, I could keep doing my hobbies, keep my academic work to a good standard, but still do lots of case preparation. So tip number 6, tailor your answers. Firstly, you need to be able to give very good answers to why McKinsey, why BCG, why Bain. Secondly, there are general skills that most consulting firms want you to have, but actually different consulting firms value skills differently. So for example, if you really want to get into McKinsey, then find out what they specifically want to see in candidates and make sure you show them you have these skills. And you can find these skills by just searching on Google, what do McKinsey want to see in candidates? And on their websites, they say exactly what they want to see and how you can show them you have those skills. And not only do they want to see these skills in you, if you mention these skills, it will show them that you've taken the time and thought to research the company in depth, which they really like to see. So I really hope this video helps, and I wish you all the very best of luck with your consulting applications.